Hello everybody, welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, which has literally just been released from Steam. Very excited, very excited. This is me literally booting it up. I have not played it before, so I will make lots of mistakes. But then I do that with games I have played before. Okay, so we are playing as Germany. It is 1936, so let's have a little explore through all the screens. Now, I've not played the tutorial, but I've watched it all from other YouTubers, so I think I know what's going on. I think, but who knows? Right, let's have a look. Insufficient resources, right, we'll come back to that later. No divisions in basic training, you'll come back to that later. So let's just do the simple ones, right? Research. Okay, so in Hearts of Iron 4, just like other Hearts of Iron games, we have different technologies we can research. So they're split up between infantry, support, blah blah blah. You know the kind of deal. Again, it is 1936, so any piece of technology beyond 1936 we pay a penalty for. So for example there, if we go for improved infantry 1, it's 2 years ahead of time. So we don't want to do that, but what we want to do is we want to concentrate on industry. So basic machine tools, yes please. Right, construction, yes please. Now, we'll come back to that. We'll see if there's anything better. Right, electronic engineering, yes please. And the final one. Okay, so I could get battlefield support. So that's tactical bombers, air support, strategic destruction. Right, one of the things I do want to do is build up my air force. Right, we're not going strategic destruction. Right, okay, we're going, what's that one? Air superiority. Now, is that defending against air superiority? So it's mutually exclusive with force rotation. Right, so I can't take that, or I can. Okay, I don't understand. Air superiority instead of formation flying. But alright, so I can change away from that. Okay, right, so we're going to continue in this line. So I could do that. Alright. We've got basic fighters, so we've got all the 1936 air techs. I am not going to go for heavy fighters. Right. That's naval stuff. We should have a good submarine if I remember correctly. Right, we've got 2 A's, but we can't get 7 C's. It's a little late, you would have thought, to get 7 C's at that time, but never mind. We could get transports. No, there's nothing there I want, so we could go for a land doctrine. Right, so we've got that. So we could add that, but those are really expensive. We could improve here, that's definitely in the cards. We've got tanks. Now, what I've not seen anybody else do, so let's have a look. Suppose I want... Right, so that's motorised anti-aircraft. That's artillery. If I go for that, that'll give me the ability to build self-propelled artillery. Okay, we'll come back to that. Right, we'll need military police. Maintenance might be a good idea. Field hospital is always good. Logistics is always good. Signals, right, so we want all of those, but I don't know if we want them now. Infantry wise, we could research support weapons. I like that idea. We could search Marines, but no, what we'll do is we'll make sure. Right, I'm not going for atomic, so it's basically. Right, we'll do that. We want to get that because that'll take a while. Okay, so that's done. Phew. Right, so next thing is civilian factories. We'll come back to that. Free military factories. We'll come back to that. Free dockyards. No national focus. Right, that's the next thing of interest. Okay, so in Hearts of Iron 4, this is how you choose the political path of your country. Okay, so we've got an interesting one for Germany, obviously. First one is Rhineland. Okay, so am I interested in naval rearmament? Nah. Am I interested in reoccupying the Rhineland? Certainly am. So it's either that or army innovations. Give me a bonus to land doctrines. Like it. Air innovations. Give me that. Like it. That one gives me industry. Right. I have seen this trigger the French and British to attack me. If they do that, we're dead. Right. So we're going to go Reichsautobahn before the Rhineland. Okay. Right. Okay. No divisions in basic training. Okay, well, let's look at military factories. Okay, so in Hearts of Iron, we have production lines. So here we're producing infantry weapons. We're producing 52 a day, 52 and a half a day, and we're at 50%. So the longer the factories keep producing the same thing, the more efficient they get, and various technologies can mess around with that. And these 10 factories are using 20 steel. Right, and at the moment we have a huge amount of steel, so that's good. Okay, right, how many factories do we have free? We have 20 free. Okay, right, so question then is, how many infantry units can we produce? So let's have a look. Trade, diplomacy, recruit and deploy. Logistics. Aha, this is what we're interested in, I think. Right, so infantry equipment. Where does it show my stockpile? Okay. Where's the stockpile then? No, don't want to click on that. Construction, no. Trade, no. Okay, if you're sitting at home shouting at me, then thank you very much, but I don't know where it is. Damn it! Looks so easy when you're watching somebody else do it. Right, what's that? Army. Right, so this is the army. We'll come back to that. Where? Right, supply areas. No. States map mode. Resistance. Resource. Diplomacy. Factions. Right, I'm assuming that's the default one. Oh no, it's land. Right, okay, so that's... Right, okay, how very exciting. Okay, so I cannot find the thing I need, which is to tell me this. Oh no, don't move, don't move. To tell me my resource stockpiles. Okay, so it's not there. Research that. Okay, constructions must be here. Where is it? Because you can see how much you have of the different types of equipment and how much you've got stockpiled. Okay. Damn, what is that? logistics is the closest, right? So equipment type. What's that? The balance. Stored, right, okay, alright, okay. So we have 52 units of infantry equipment, which is sort of all. Right, so we have no towed artillery, very little infantry equipment. So if I go into training, right, recruit and deploy, if I take an infantry division, right, let's edit it, should tell me how much, right, so it needs 910 infantry equipment. Ugh. Okay, right, so according to that, we don't have enough to build that infantry. Okay, right, so let's say we go and we add, how many is that? Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll have 10 infantry, 2 infantry corps coming out. I can... Right, okay, so we can set them a location. We'll do that later, don't need to worry about that. Okay. Low reinforcement, medium. Right, I'm going to get you that. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at this. Each infantry unit, it uses 910 infantry, 30 support, 24 artillery. Right, so if we look at our production, right, we are producing, right, so we'll need more artillery, more support, and a bugger load more infantry equipment. Right, okay. Now, that's the army. Fighters, I want more Junkers. Junkers? Messerschmitts? I'm an idiot. And is that all my capacity used? It's not. Right, okay, so I want more close air support. I'm not going to go as heavy and tactical bombers. So we'll go there. Right, so if I get any extra additional factories, how many have we got left? Still got more. Right, I'll cut that back. Right, okay. More. That's okay, and artillery. Okay, right. We'll see what happens. Right, okay, naval dockyards. Okay. So, we're building submarines. Right, so we're building 8 of them. I'd like some more, please. Destroyers, yes. We've got 2 nice numbers. And Deutschland class will just build 1. Okay, but we have, what do we have? Dockyards, we've got an extra 1. So you're going to go into that. Okay. Right, so the reason I wanted to get the production done first is that tells us what we need. So, the moment we're down on oil and we're down on rubber. So I can go into trade. Which one have you used trade? That's you. So I want oil. Right, and if we look at that, okay, now every person I trade with eats up one of my civilian factories. Right, so let's say I trade with Romania. Right, okay. Can export up to 35 units of oil. We can only trade for up to 35. But let's do that. I'm going to spread this out because I've seen some countries don't deliver all the oil. Right, I don't really want to give it for Russia. Don't want to help them if we can. We may as well do it at the moment with people. We've got the convoys. So let's just say that. Done. Okay, so that's 16. So another 2 if we can. So we'll spread out our trade. Right, who's got the most to export? We're not giving it to Britain. Mexico, you'll do. Okay. Right, okay, so we're now trading for oil. 5 out of 17, that's good. So we need 26. What else do we need? Rubber. Who'd like to give me some rubber? Okay, the Dutch. 2 bump. Right, now, can I export? I've never seen anybody actually export, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so that should be fixed. Right, free civilian factories. Right, okay, so civilian factories, where are we? Over here. So they do things like they build infrastructure, air bases, all these lovely things. They build military factories, more civilian factories, synthetic factories, and that. Okay, so right. Okay. Now these take a long time to build, so it's probably a bad investment at the moment. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to build civilian factories. So you're full. Okay, so let's go there, 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 right? And I will queue up then some synthetic factories as far east as we can. Right. So it's much more efficient to trade for these goods than to build these synthetic factories in terms of resources, but obviously in the middle of the war we can't do that. Okay, so makes a lot of sense. Right, hooray! So we've got some economy set up. Right, next thing is political power. So see here, we've got a ticking political power. We get 2 a day. We're at 90% unity, so we can use this to do diplomacy, right? Or we can do political stuff. Where's the politics? Where is that? Is it there? Yes, it is. So we can spend, say, 150 points and recruit a political advisor. Okay, so we're going to let this tick up, get to 150, and then we'll see what to do with it. Okay, now nobody's going to attack us, so we're perfectly safe. So what we'll do is let's just practice making an army. Right, dunk, come here. Right, here's a new army. So we'll make this the how do I click on that? Right click. Oh, it's that. Okay. So we'll make this the Polish theatre. Okay, good. Right. That's fine. So you guys, naval invasion, no. Front line. Click to make the defensive line, right click, so click to make it that. Excellent. Right, okay. And we'll give you an offensive line. We'll talk much more about this later, but at the moment, right click and drag. Ooh, right. So your guys, your job is to get to this river. Ooh, I like it, okay. Right. Not going to worry about that. Okay, well done everybody. Right, now over here, our primary worry concern may be Czechoslovakia. But, so, well, and France. So, let's... Where the hell's the army? Is that all the army there is? Alright, alright. Right, you guys. Congratulations, you're an army. New theatre, this will be the... French theatre? Should call it West or something like that. But doesn't matter for the moment. Right, okay, and you guys... Right, your job is to defend there. Right, okay, but obviously... Can we get to there because of the Rhineland? No, we can't because of that. Alright, that's fine. Right. Okay, that's just a token effort. We'll come back to this later once we unpause. And unpause we shall. Okay, don't need you. Right. Right. Okay, so we do things like we can rename our armies, things like that. So, have I forgotten anything? So there's logistics. I'm sure. Ah, there you go. So there's this stored. Right, that's what I was looking for. What an idiot. Right. So we're producing 500 weapons a week. We've got none stored. So we should see in our training. Where's our training thing? Recruit and deploy. So we see there the equipment is not reaching all the units yet. So I'm probably better off getting rid of those. Right, to see what happens. Right, okay. Excellent. Right, so we can just tick all the way up until something exciting happens. Right, so all research slots are done. Okay, so we've got a surplus of oil. Interesting. We've got a surplus of tungsten. We've got exactly the right amount of it. So we could increase, let's say, our fighter production. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, because that'll use more oil. Right, okay, so... Right. So I could take some off towed artillery. Right, and put that into measure to 109s. Right, and that should have changed. Right, we need one rubber. Right, okay. Right, so that should have slowed down our tactical bomber. Okay, I can live with that. How much is he slowed down by? Tell me how much he slowed down by? Mine's 30%, so just that one tweak has slowed him down by 30%, but gets us more Messerschmitts. Okay, right. So, while this is turning over, let's have a look at the Air Force. Okay, so in Hearts of Iron 4, Air Forces are sent to regions. So, the one that's interesting to us at the moment is Western Germany. Okay, so this will cover the Ruhr. Okay, so we've got various air bases in range, I think. That tells you how many planes are in the area. Right, where is our reserves unused? Right, okay. Right, so I'm going to do yes. Right, so basically I'm assigning all my aircraft to the reserves. I think that's what I think I'm doing. Okay, let's just give us a idea of exactly how many aircraft we have. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good, that's good. Okay, so all our aircraft now are in the reserves, and it's telling us we've got available planes. Right, okay. So what do we have? We've got 72 109s, 74, 280 Heinkel 51s, which is the previous generation of fighters, I believe. Junkers 87s, Stukas, HE 111s, Dornier 23s, 4 transports, and 72 Dornier 72s. Right, okay. Pause. So we've got the Reichs Autobahn. Alright, we'll have that, please. Oh no, hang on, before we do that. Right, let's just check. Ah, right, okay, so if the Rhineland is remilitarized, you also gain this in Moselland, so we should do the Rhineland first. Oh crap, we can't cancel that. Oh no, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. Damn it. Hooray! Our first mistake! And we are what? 20 minutes into playing the game. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. Right. Oh well, okay. Meh. Nothing we can do about it. Don't sweat it. Okay, so we've almost got enough political power to do something. Right, and we've just got that telling us we can. Okay, so I'm interested in anybody who can do stuff about production efficiency, that sort of chap. That's what we're wanting. Chief Army, Chief Theorist, what can you do for me? Nuclear, proponent, dive bomber, nope, that's awfully nice. Industrial, right, okay. Industrial minus 5%, synthetic minus 10, interesting. Electronics minus 10, I like it. Industrial minus 10, those seem interesting. Material, small arms research class minus 10, interesting. Aircraft, no. Right, okay. Aha, we're industrialist. Military factory construction, but we're not building any. We're not doing that. Civilian factory, infrastructure, refinery, we're doing all of that. Right, okay. Right. Let's just check. We're missing one rubber. Okay. Okay, there's a research doing. We should be getting it soon, I would have thought. Oh, it's quite slow. Okay. Right, how's our training doing? Okay, so these guys are getting equipment, that's good. Right. Okay, and I believe your training level cannot go above your equipment. Okay, so they've got all the infantry equipment they need, but they don't have support and towed artillery. Right, okay, that's interesting. Okay, details. Give me details. Right, so we got that, so that gives me radio, reinforced rate, don't need that. Research time, yeah, we'll have that, thanks. Okay, keep going. Okay. Now, thing we might be interested in is at some point we're going to get the Spanish Civil War. Hang on, let's just stop and do that now. I think I know but not 100% sure. Can't deploy them. So I can't deploy them early. Okay. So what I was debating is deploying some troops now. Oh, hang on, stop. Free dockyards. Really? Why? How many free dockyards? Oh, right, because we finished a boat. Right, well done. Okay, we'll worry about boats later. Right, how's our Air Force? We have 130 109s. The British. Details. Holy flip. Holy. What about us? Okay, we do actually have an Air Force. Right, okay. That's terrifying. I suppose if you look at it, that's what? 3, 6, 8, 9. So it's almost about 1,000 planes, roughly. Okay, right. Stop. Deploy units. Right, because they don't have a location set. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to deploy these guys to the French army. Can I do it like that? Like that? No. So location. To assign selected units to this order. Control click. Bonk. Right, so. Right, okay, so as soon as they come out, that's fine. Okay, so you can see these guys popping out. That's what we wanted. Okay, and we're now training a new batch. Okay, that's working nicely. Right, okay, so let's have a look at our logistics, our stockpiles. Right, okay, so we're not in a profit for artillery. Indeed, we have a deficit. We have a deficit of infantry and a deficit of support, so we need to increase all of these. Now, what should happen is... Oh! Pause. Right, okay, so we've got the new national focus. Right, okay. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a cut in here, so join me next time and we'll decide what national focus to have.